In today's video, I'll be preparing delicious restaurant style Soya Keema Masala. That's the granules, soybean granules cooked in Indian style spices in a very nice creamy gravy. We have not used any extra spices that are not available in normal Indian kitchen. So this recipe is a sure try because of this creaminess and superb taste. Hey guys, I'm Subankari and I welcome you all to my channel Sus Food Corner English, and I hope you all are doing great in your lives. If you are new to my page, to subscribe to my page and don't forget to tap the bell button. Thank you all for loving my channel so much and liking my videos so much. Let's begin with this awesome recipe of soya veg keema. So for this recipe, I have taken here soya chunks. It's around 1 cup, approximately 150 grams. And these are the regular size soya chunks. You can also use the mini size soya chunks, or you can also use the ready-made soya granules that are available in market. I had soaked this soya chunks for 10 minutes in hot water, and after that I had drained the hot water. Now we need to squeeze the excess water out of this soya chunks. I have taken a separate bowl. In the separate bowl, I'll squeeze this soya water in the water in which it has soaked, and you can see using separate bowl makes the work easier. So in this way, I'll just strain out all the water from the soya chunks. It's done. Now I'll blend it in a mixer grinder. Roughly I'll just blend it so that it resembles somewhat like granules in this way. So it's done. I'll keep it aside. Now in a pan I'll heat 2 tablespoons of cooking oil. To it I'll add cinnamon 1 inch, some cloves around 3, green cardamom 2 and 2 dried red chilli. These need to be nicely sauteed for around half a minute on medium flame so that these spices will release their aroma and essential oil in the oil. And after that, after half a minute, I'll add 2 medium size of onions, roughly chopped, garlic around 10 to 12 cups and 1 inch of ginger that I have added. We need to roast all these ingredients for around 3 to 4 minutes on medium flame, and after 3 to 4 minutes I'll add 2 medium sized tomatoes. Those are also roughly chopped or quartered. All these ingredients needs to be blended afterwards, so I have just cut them roughly. Some salt goes in half a teaspoon. This helps to nicely roast them on medium flame. I'll roast all these ingredients for around 5 to 6 minutes till it softens. You can see the onions have changed colors and the tomatoes have softened. Now I'll switch off the flame, wait till it cools down, and then I'll blend them without water to make a nice puree. So this I'll take out and wait for few minutes till it cools down, and then I'll make this puree, and in the same pan I'll add 2 more tablespoons of cooking oil, and this puree of tomatoes and onions goes in. You can see how super smooth the puree is of tomatoes and onions. And now I'll just give it a mix. I added 2 tablespoons of water. It's completely optional. And to this I'll add some dry spices: turmeric powder 1 teaspoon, coriander powder 1 tablespoon, cumin powder 1 tablespoon goes in, red chilli powder 1 teaspoon and Kashmiri Red Chilli Powder 1 tablespoon goes in. That gives the beautiful color. Give it a mix, and now on medium flame I'll just roast this all the spice mixture for around 3 to 4 minutes. Bay leaves I had missed out, so I had added afterwards. And after 3 to 4 minutes on medium flame, I'll cover it and reduce the flame to lowest and let it simmer on low flame for around 5 minutes. What will happen? The oil will ooze out and this puree will be nicely cooked. You can see this is beautifully done here. The spice paste or masala paste is ready here. It's super creamy and it is nicely done. Now I'll increase the flame, add the soya granules that we had prepared, and fresh peas I am using here 1 cup. You can also use the frozen peas, entirely depends upon your taste, but I am using a fresh peas. Give it a mix. Salt you can adjust accordingly, and you can see the soya granules have soaked the beautiful spice gravy. And now salt I'll add around 1 teaspoon. I can adjust salt accordingly. This soya mixture needs to be cooked for around 7 to 8 minutes on medium flame. Stir it continuously so that this can be nicely roasted. You can feel the aroma of the spices, and after that I'll just show you it's done. How you can know it's done? The soya paste or the soya mixture will start leaving the pan. You can see here it's completely done here, and there is also not extra oil at this stage, and the base is clear. It has been nicely roasting for around 7 to 8 minutes now. At this stage you can know the soya keema base is ready, and especially because of the aroma. So at this stage I'll add one special trick, that's some chopped coriander. Chopped coriander at this stage gives a very nice flavor, and to balance the flavor I'll add half a teaspoon of jaggery, or you can also add sugar. Give it a mix for around 1 to 2 minutes, and So's food corner special trick is 1 tablespoon of cashew powder, that's around 7 to 8 cashews. This drastically changes the texture of this keema because of this richness of cashews. And then water, 1 cup I have added. Increase the flame. After adding the water, you can see the lovely color of this soya keema. And now I'll just cover it on medium flame for 5 to 6 minutes more, so that the ingredients can be nicely mixed with the water and the consistency is somewhat like this. You can also make it dry because gradually it will become dry. Finally, I'll add some chopped coriander leaves and ginger, 1 inch ginger. I have cut it into juliennes. And for the special tadka or tempering, I have heated 2 tablespoons of clarified butter or ghee. To it, I have added some ginger julienne, some kasuri methi or dried fenugreek leaves, and some Kashmiri Red Chilli Powder. And this tempering goes on the top of the keema once it's done. And this completes our restaurant style look, especially because of the tempering. It will drastically change color after 5 to 6 minutes. If you want, you can make it a little dry in this way, or you can also keep it semi thick as you wish. And this is ready. The consistency to me is just looking perfect, and you can, as I had said, you can adjust salt accordingly. So this veg preparation, veg soya keema, resembles very much to that of a non-veg because of its texture, and the flavors are unmatched. So here I have served this delicious veg keema. This goes very well with some rotis, naan, parathas, rice, or even pav. That's also a classical combination. And I've again served with some ginger juliennes. Ginger juliennes give a very typical flavor, and few drops of the tempering that I have drizzled, and some coriander leaves. My beautiful plate of veg soya keema is ready, and I have shared many small tips and tricks to make this delicious soya keema. And do not forget to add Sue's food corner special trick to give the extra creaminess for this recipe, and it goes very well, as I said, with naan, roti, and do try with pav. That's a very typical and classic combination. I hope you'll try this recipe and love the taste of this veg soya keema. And now it's time for the comment of the day. Today's comment of the day is from Sampati Priyanka. She writes, "Thank you so much. My pleasure. Will be trying more dishes of yours." Thank you so much, Sampati. I'm so glad you tried one of my recipes and you are eager to try more. Thank you for all your love. Stay safe and stay connected. And today's recipe is delicious restaurant style veg keema masala. You will love the flavor of this dish, especially on the days you want to eat veg yet feel the taste of non-veg. Do try this recipe and let me know how it turned out. You can also follow Source Food Corner English on Instagram and Facebook. And if you have liked today's video, do give a thumbs up, share with your family and friends, and do not forget to subscribe to my page. See you in next video. Till then, stay safe, love life, and happy fooding.